Hi, it's Ray Waddell on LPT Realty. Now, I have spoken on the impacts of AI and many other videos, and it's going to be a very strong impact. There will be more transactions off market from buyer to seller directly, not involving real estate agents or minimally involving real estate agents. That's coming. But especially on niche property, it cannot and will not work on. Let's talk about FSBOs in general, for sale by owners. And it's easy to understand why people would want to do it this way. But in this day and age, it's just too much difficult. It's too difficult for most people, too risky for most people to do. With any of the real estate firms these days, the initial marketing is exceptional. You're not going to be able to do that yourself. But think about these things. Are you going to be available for showings? Do you have the skill in showing the property and convincing and working with other people who are going to bring you agents, by the way? How are you going to deal with that? What about safety protocols? That's a major factor. You're going to invite somebody into your house you don't even know? If you don't invite them in, you're never going to sell it. Very big issue. How are you going to deal if you have multiple offers? If you have a great house, more than one person wants to buy it. It's a big time skill, particularly in these coastal properties where you might have a more unique home than you realize. So a really good agent is going to extract a lot more value for you and definitely get it done more efficiently. There are a lot of disconnects between the offer and acceptance process. You're experienced in real estate. You've probably seen this before in the past, but they're very tough to overcome sometimes. And once you lose a particular buyer or seller, they're lost for good. Rarely do you get a second chance to come back. You have transaction complications. There are so many things involved in the transaction. So it's more than just getting an appraisal. It's more than just the insurance and all the title issues and everything else. And you're dealing with something significant value, and you want to make sure the title is clean and transferred, and that's not the easiest thing in the world to do. You're better off having somebody else take that responsibility, so if something goes wrong, it's on them, not on you. Appraisal, title issues, etc. Just so many. And then post-occupancy issues. A lot of times the person moving in is not on the same page as you moving out. You need a little more time. You need some kind of an agreement that you live there for a certain period of time. And that can get very, very sticky. I've been there recently with some people, and it can be smoothed out. It can be smoothed over, or it can be a real hassle that can blow up your deal. And you don't want to deal with that. You got too many other things to worry about in your life. Just the process of selling and moving and doing all that is enough, but you also have a busy life. You don't need to deal with that. So in higher end properties, particularly niche higher end, not just subdivision higher end, where the houses are, even though they're big and beautiful, they're basically still the same. We're talking about like a waterfront situation where you can have an entire block where 10 houses all look different. They all have different features. Some will not appeal at all to certain buyers. Others will be like ecstatic to have it. So you never know. Every situation is unique. And where the interpersonal transactions are crucial to a successful transaction, you'll never get that out of AI. Never. You get bamboozled by it more than anything else. And you can't do it by a standard FSBO. So although real estate transactions are becoming more automated, it's going to become more commoditized. I hate for the agents to hear this, but that's true. And more commoditization means lower margins or fewer transactions or both. But on the upper end niche properties, you definitely need a specialist. Just like if you were having heart problems, you would need a great cardiologist. If you had an auto wreck, you're going to call Joe Zarzura over here. You're not going to call your neighbor. You know what I'm talking about. You want to have the best person, the best specialist to work for you. Give me a call. Check out my website. I'd love to hear what you think about that and the issues that are coming up. And there's so many of them. They're all interesting discussions. I'd love to have that with you. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your help.